Welcome everybody to the Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship Season 13, Round 1, Race 1 here at Autopolis. This is a one-make race, so everybody currently in the Ferrari 458 Italia Group 4 car, 370 brake horsepower and just over 1400 kilograms. Just about to go lights out, so lights now on red, just waiting for the green light. There we go, green light, so we're off. Mental Nev in pole, got Mocking Weeks in second, third was Richie. We've got fourth Ben Cosgrove. Behind that we've got Burn Fry, we've got Surfer Ev, MC Reader. So everybody cleanly round corner one, difficult corner that. Right-hander, downhill, off camber, very easy to get it wrong. So just looking back, we've got Alehead there. So Burn Fry as well, lovely livery there with the quick fit cars. Surfer Ev, MC Reader going around the outside, can he hold it? Inside for the next left-hander up the hill. So just having a look, and Dark Smoker at the back there. So everybody away cleanly, good start. Marshall's there. Got Team Michelin, Mac Daddy. Slight change in position, so Surfer Rev on Burn Fry. 6 into 5th on the hairpin at the top of the hill. Tricky corner this one as well, right-hander, quite fast. 4th gear. So we've got Ben in 4th there, just in front. We've got Richie, we've got Mocking Weeks, and then we've got Nev. So staying the same, top 4 at the minute. Starting to pull a little gap as well. We've got Martin, Alehead just behind him. So Burn Fry and Surfer Ev having a great battle at the start of this race. Very close race in there. Well done, chaps. So lap 1 completed. We've got Mental Nev in first, Mocking Weeks second, third is Richie, 4th is Ben. So different tyre compounds we're able to use during this race series. So we can run from the Racing Super Softs, which are the softest tyre, up to Racing Hard. Nobody, I think, in this race on Racing Hards. We do have a mixture though, so at the start of the race you're able to mix the front sets from the rear. So Mental Nev currently on Racing Softs, which is the next compound up from the Super Softs. Super Softs being softer. Obviously pretty straightforward that, isn't it? But yeah, so he's got a mixture. So he's got Super Softs on the rear and Softs on the front. Behind him though, we've got Mocking Weeks. He is Super Softs all round, so we'll be interested to see how tyre wear kind of instigates the strategies for people to take pit stops. Will the Super Softs last? Will they run out? Quite a high degradation. Oh, I can't even say it. Degradation track. However, we'll be interested to see as the track rubbers in a bit towards the end. So we've got Burn Fry now in 5th, Surfer F in 6th, we've got Martin in 7th. Just watching Quick Ben there, so currently in last place. So there must have been an incident. We'll go back and have a look. So let's have a look at this. So Quick Ben in 10th. So in front we've got Baggy and we've got Alehead by the look of it. Let's see what happens. Oh, has a slide up the inside. Oh, well, Baggy wasn't exactly on the racing line. Did he need to pull over and wait? That is the question. I'll leave that to you guys. You can decide that. But well done, Quick Ben, for pulling over and stopping. I'm not sure if you had to there, mate. But well done. It is why we all race in this lobby, and this particular group of people race together. Because we have clean racing. So very close at the front. Mocking Weeks not letting Mental Nev pull a gap. These two guys particularly very quick drivers. I'm sure we'll see that in race 2, which we're going to cover next. Race 2 is an open manufacturer series, so we can run any of the Group 4 cars. So you'll see a mix of different manufacturers in there. But this year, race 1 is always going to be the Ferrari 458. Paying homage. Possibly the only time that we'll see 3 Ferraris, well, ever see 3 Ferraris on the podium at the end. But definitely doing better than the Formula 1 team so far. So Dark Smoker now up into 9th, so having a good start. He started last, so in 13th, but making his way through. Can he maintain that? Further up, getting to the middle of the field, we've got Ailhead in 8th. We've got MC Reader 7th. Catch and Surfer Ev. Lovely looking livery that. Burn Fry in the other quick fit, so these guys in the same team need to look after each other during this race. In 5th, in front we've got Ben. Ben a bit distanced from the front 3 now, so a bit of a gap. Bit of a gap to Burn Fry as well. Then we've got Surfer Ev and then MC Reader, so starting to space out a little bit, which is quite early in this race. Normally you would always try and maintain, but again, everybody on it, looking great. So Richie, again, one of my teammates, he's in Team Michelin, doing a grand job in 3rd place. Just keeping it nice and neat. So, very, very close at the front though. Markham Weeks getting great drive off that corner. Putting Nev under some pressure. Let's have a look though. We'll just put some data on. So, we've just changed the view there, so we can see obviously the positions and also gearing, fuel, although we're not using fuel. Different tyre strategies though we'll get to see. And obviously the tyre wear, which plays an important part when you're endurance racing. These races are 30 minutes long, so estimating about 16 laps. We're just under 2 minutes a lap, so 15-16 laps will be that. But when you look at it though, obviously Mental Nev, so not much tyre wear at the early stages. We're only now kind of on lap 4. There are certainly some good incidents throughout this race and some great racing that goes on, some fantastic overtakes as well, so well worth sticking around to watch. So at the minute, Mental Nev still holding 1st place, behind got Mock and Weeks. Let's have a look though, going to go on board with Mock and Weeks, so top left hairpin on the power early. Definitely revving it out. Right behind Mental Nev. Is there going to be an overtake here? So this right-hander, very, very tricky. Loses a little bit to Nev there. But tighter line through here on the curb. Catching up to him though. It's on the twisties. With running the super softs on the front, the worry is if you kill them early, you're gonna lose out later on in the race. But so far, it looks like the tyre wear is quite even. Oh, Nev gets a little bit on the grass. Gets a little kick of oversteer. Mock Weeks right on him now. Right on him. So this will be down the main straight. Let's have a look back. So looking back from Mental Nev. Fantastic looking livery on the old Venom car. Venom Budweiser, what can we say? So he's positioned his car here. Is he going to go for that dive into that right-hander? Always tricky. He is. He's got the inside line. Nev gives him the room. Great driving, you two. Nev knew it was coming. No point. Could have maybe defended a little bit earlier than that, but he got such good drive off that last corner. So Mock and Weeks takes 1st. Not always the best position to be in, but let's see how he does. So he's got the super softs. Looking back though, pretty much everybody in the same positions. We've got Ben in a lonely 4th place. Burn Fry in 5th. Surfer Ev 6th. Ailhead now coming under pressure from MC Reader, from Martin. Just behind him though, we've got Marshall. So kind of 3-car battle here. So 7th place up for grabs. Can Martin get that position, or is Marshall gonna have a go? Let's have a look. So favourite overtaking spot. So little bit of manoeuvring under braking there from Martin. No steward's enquiry though. Not like Formula 1. It is touring cars, so a bit Bit of rubbing's acceptable, but got to be careful. Towards the back there, we've got Quick Ben, we've got MacDaddy. So something's happened to Dark Smoker. So not sure if he had an incident, but he's dropped from, he was in 9th place, but he's now in 13th place. Just going back up to the front, let's see what's happening. So we've got Mocking Weeks well in the 151s. So the 151.542, what's he going to cross the line at this time? So 152.2, so having that overtake, having to defend a little bit, probably cost him a little bit of time there. But he's got a little bit, you know, a little bit of daylight between him and Nev. But behind Nev's coming under pressure now from Richie. Richie right on his back bumper in the slipstream. So braking hard, coming to a really technical part of the track. So right hander, then we've got kind of a, it's 2 corners, but really you almost take it as one. And we've got the hairpin right, slowest corner on the track, first gear. Then we've got a left-hander coming up, a tricky long left-hander. These cars love to push. So definitely lots of understeer, but if you can keep the power nice and even, you can often get good drive off there. And we're coming up the hill, a sharp left-hand hairpin. With an inside raised curb. You can run the curb, but it can upset these cars with them being mid-rear drive. They hold all their weight kind of towards the middle of the vehicle, so they pivot quite easily. Oh, Marshall got past, and he goes fairly easy overtake there. Alehead not making it easy for him. Let's have a look here. So we've got Alehead and Marshall side by side. Braking. Has anything happened? Did anything happen? We've got Marshall on the grass. Oh, and then Martin comes through the middle and has a slight bump. Marshall now grass cutting, unfortunately. Let's have another look at that. We're going to go back and take a look just to see what started that all off. So here's the first bit. So I might have got a tiny nudge off Alehead, which sent him a little bit wide. Let's have a look on board. Oh, hard to tell. Gets a little bit wide on that curb. Then we've got Martin steaming through the centre. Obviously had lots more speed, but that may have sent Marshall onto the grass. Maybe steward's enquiry there. We'll leave that for the stewards to have a look at. So back to Alehead in 7th. We've got Martin in 8th now. 9th behind that we've got Baggy. And we've got behind that we've got a recovering Marshall, so he'll be fuming, I would imagine. So very early, only a third into this race yet, so tyre wear starting to become an issue for some people, I would imagine. Back up to the front though. So Mocking Weeks, he's got a little bit of a gap. Mental Nev, he's holding on. So again, those super softs seem to be holding on quite well. Even tyre wear front to rear. We can adjust the brake bias on these cars to even out some tyre wear, but then obviously it does affect the handling somewhat under braking. Hard on the brakes here. Got a nice line through there. Could probably get a little bit tighter, but it's not cost him anything. So pace starting to drop off a little bit from the very early laps, being 151. We're now into 152s. Top 3 though, they've gapped Ben Cosgrove. So he's still there, he's not far away, but you just see him coming into sight there. Around this tricky right hand, and then a left under the bridge. Another big kind of swinging, kind of half circle corner. Really, really difficult. Quickest way round it, holding the inside line. So Ben there, nice livery. Burn Fry catching, or is he? Hard to tell. Just having a look at the time. So a little bit, pulled 200th of a second out there. So coming to the end of the straight. Surfer Rev. Is there any other action just behind? We've got Alehead in 7th, Martin. Let's have a look. So we're on board. On board with Martin now. Got good slipstream. Is he going to get that inside corner? So no, not yet. Thought better of it. But what lightning reactions to get past there. So he gets much better drive off the corner. Poor Alehead was laid onto the throttle, but Martin had to take avoiding action. Good driving, you two. Easy to have a collision and off that corner at those speeds. So again, back to Surfer Ev. Back to the front. So Mockenweeks, yeah, he's still got, there's not much of a gap there, but there's just enough. Looks like we have a car in front ghosting, so we'll have a look at that. Was that Dark Smoker? Yeah. Don't know what's happened there, but he's obviously had some difficulty in the race. Just behind we've got Quick Ben, then we've got McDaddy. 10th we've got Marshall recovering from that off. So he's caught back up to that group, so he's done well. Obviously had some cracking laps. So you can see there that 158 was kind of cost him 6-7 seconds almost. Oh, we've got a recovering. Was that? Yeah. No. Just looked like somebody had an off there, but it wasn't the case. Again, Ben having a lonely drive. Mental Nev in front. So we're probably getting close now. So we're at 15 minutes, so we'll be starting to look at pit stops. So it'll be interesting the strategy that people use. Are they going to go long? Or are they going to pit on those 15 minutes maybe? Let's have a look. Again, still very close. The front three all running together. Got Surfer Ev in the pits. So Marshall in the pits as well. Let's have a look though. So around that tight hairpin before we've got kind of left-hander up the hill, kind of an open left-hander, 4th gear in these cars. So still in the 152s at this stage. Everybody on the same kind of pace though. Just looking back through. No changes at the minute, although with a pit stop, Alehead's up into 6th. Baggy's in 7th, just behind him. Is there going to be any overtakes? It's very difficult this top end of the circuit. Once we get off that sharp hairpin to the left, so Surfer Ev just coming in. Good line through there. Coming under a little bit of pressure though, McDaddy closing in on those fresh tyres. Yeah, the quick fit looks great. Great livery on that. Through the flick-flack section, as I call it. So a right, then a little left, then a left up the hill. We've had a change in position. Let's have a look. So has Mockenweeks. Yeah, Mockenweeks. He's into the pits. So he's in there. Ooh. Holds onto it, doesn't crash it. So Nev in first now. 2nd is Richie. 3rd, Ben Cosgrove in the orange liveried Ferrari. Mockenweeks back onto a fresh set of super softs. So coming just before 17 minutes. So only 13 minutes and then finishing off time. So pretty much bang on halfway. So when are Mental Nev and when are Richie going to pit? They're very close together on track. So Ben Cosgrove now in 3rd, so promoted to 3rd with pit stops. What's he going to do? Is he going to stay out long? Or is he going to pit? It'll be interesting to see. He's been pretty lonely in 4th, so good to see him move up. Mockenweeks out in 4th. So he'll be looking to hunt Ben down, I would imagine. There he is. Looks like he's in full attack mode, flat out. He'll head a little bit wide there. We've got Burn Fry in 5th now. Surfer Ev in 7th. McDaddy 8th. We've got Marshall now recovering in 9th. And MC Reader, he's in 10th. 11th is Baggy. And we've got Quick Ben in 12th position behind him there. Dark Smoker in the pit, but it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. We'll take a look in a moment. Yeah. Nothing happening there, I'm afraid. That looks like a retirement almost. Let's have a look. Are they coming? Yeah, so we've got Nev into the pits, and we've also got we've got Richie, so it's a pit race. Let's have a look. Can the guys in Goldie Yellow go quicker than the guys in the black, red and white? Oh, quick stop. And they're out. So, unfortunately, pit crew don't go faster than each other. So if you come in with a gap, you're going to go out with a gap unless you're filling it up with fuel. So Ben now in 1st place. Hasn't pitted on a mixture, so on a hybrid tyre setup. He's got the super softs on the rear, the racing softs on the front. Those racing softs though, we're getting kind of definitely, obviously the fronts are taking a bit of a pounding. Is he going to pit? So we've got Mocking Weeks now in 2nd place. He's chasing Ben down. We've got Mental Nev then we've got Richie. So there's the possibility here, Ben, if he can keep those tyres fresh and maintain his pace, you never know. He could win it. He could win it with a no pit stop. But that gap is coming down though. So he's in the 153s. So solidly in the 153s. Last 3 laps. 153.672, 153.678, and 153.637. Don't get much more consistent than that. And that's what you got to be. You've got to be consistent in these races. 30-minute races are long races. The difficulty being is you've got to then calculate whether losing kind of 10 seconds in the pits for a fresh set of tyres is quicker than doing a non-stop race. But at this moment in time, Ben's gone from 4th and he's now sitting in 1st. So can he maintain it? It might work out for him. If Mental Nev and Moggin Weeks start to battle a little bit, it often slows you down. So it might just give him enough of a gap to maintain 1st place. Let's see what happens. Again, both of these guys taking very similar lines. So going on board with Mental Nev, we're just going to have a look at how smooth his steering inputs are. We'll just move the view down. So he's not sawing at the wheel, kind of very smooth. Off the throttle, applying the throttle. Hard on the brakes, 1st corner, right-hander. Coming up the hill now. So right-hander and then left onto this sweeping left-hander. Really, really difficult to try and get in on that curb. Oh, we've got Moggin Weeks getting a little bit wide. So still very, very close. Hard on the brakes at the 50-meter board. Into 1st gear for a little bit. Early change into 2nd to reduce the wheel spin. Up through 3rd, 4th, 5th. There we go. Just having a look at those steering inputs. So not sawing at the wheel. Still on board. Thought about having a look behind, but Moggin Weeks very, very consistent. These guys are kind of nip and tuck. So sometimes at parts of the track, Moggin Weeks is quicker and then Nev's quicker than the other ones. So, but definitely now you can see Moggin Weeks is certainly getting very, very close now to Ben. Ben Cosgrove coming under some pressure. Has he made the right choice not to pit? I think where he was in 4th, you've got to gamble it. You've got to have a go. Here we go though. So we're going to have a look back. Oh, looks like Marshall is round Martin Reeder. So we're going to have a look at that overtake. Back we go. So yeah, classic overtake at Autopolis. Taking the inside line. Sharp hairpin left. Oh, he goes a bit wide. Martin tries to come back inside. Oh, it's going to be tricky down the hill. Martin tucks in, gets in the slipstream. Just past the 50-meter board, they're braking. Going to turn it in. This is not Marshall's favourite corner. Some good driving there, chaps. Good overtake that, Marshall. Well done. Can he hold the position? We've got Martin though. That car moving around quite a bit. Through the flick-flack. Here we go. Just moving a little bit further forward, so they're very, very close together. Very close. Let's have another look. So down the start-finish straight. Is Martin going to get the job done? Is he going to get an overtake on Marshall? He's right there. Looking to the inside. Hard on the brakes. Look at that nose dip. Oh, no contact. Marshall giving him the space. Good driving there, chaps. Let's have a look. Oh, so close. Side by side. Hard on the brakes for this right-hander. There's grip round the outside though, and Marshall's still in place. Coming up to the hairpin right-hander. Really, really tight. Oh, yeah, Marshall gives him loads of room, so Martin's on the power. Looks like he's got him. Good overtake there. So, got to trust each other to have some overtaking there. You can see Baggy catching both of them though in the background. So we're now up the hill. I was thinking, is Martin going defensive? He is a little bit, so he's put it in the middle of the track, but a little bit wide. Gets a little love tap off Marshall, but nothing in that. Just the difference in getting on the power. Let's have a look further back. So we've got Quick Ben in 12th. Dark Smoker still in the pits, I'm afraid. Up front though. Oh, Ben coming under loads of pressure now. Here we go. Mock Week's got the inside for that left-hander. So we've now got Nev right behind him. A little bit of a weave from Mock Weeks, but he's on much fresher rubber. Very little wear on them. Now this is the tricky bit of the circuit. Very difficult to pass. Can Nev get one past Ben through here? Oh, Ben up on the curbing. Really holding good lines around here. A little bit wide through this right-hander, but still there. Through the flick-flack. I think it's only a matter of time though. Well, there's a bit of a gap back to Richie. So even if Nev does get Ben, you never know. This might have worked, the no-stop strategy. So Nev now well in the slipstream. Better rubber, so better drive off that last corner. And an easy move really in the end by the looks of it. He's into second place, gets the pass done before the corner. Does give Ben some room just so he could come back at him if needs be, but job done from Nev. Ben not giving up though. I think this is where you'll find where that fresher rubber pays off. These tighter corners. Excuse me. So looking back at Richie now, is Richie going to get Ben? So not long left. Under 5 minutes. Richie in 4th, Team Michelin. Got HKS with Ben there, so holding 3rd place. If you can hold that 3rd, that's a cracking drive. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th all on the same part of the track. All in sight of each other. 26 minutes of racing almost. So here we go. Okay, so looking further back, so we've got Martin and Marshall still battling it out. Baggy's there, so he's in the background there. Is Marshall going to go for an overtake? Let's have a look. Tricky part of the circuit. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. He's got the wash off Martin's car. Carried a tiny bit too much speed, and that's it. He's off grass cutting. Certainly Marshall's going to be a bit upset with that corner. That is for sure. Back on track. Got some damage. We do run light damage on the cars, so it does automatically fall off after a period of time, so you don't need to pit. Got some damage there. So Ben's still in third. Not long to go. 3 minutes. Can he hold third place? Can he hold off a charging Richie? Mocken Weeks has pulled a bit of a gap on Nev. So these two guys are super quick. Ben, excellent job. So still in third, but let's have a look. It's just, his tyres are just giving up a little bit now. Oh, he's not defended the inside. Had have been on that inside line. He's on the power though. Nice smooth application of the throttle. Look at those front tyres, 50% worn. This corner will not be helping them. This is where the pit stop kind of made a difference with fresher rubber. He's just struggling to keep that nose turned in and maintain pace. So a bit of a gap there now. Got Mocken Weeks. Nev in second. So coming to the end of this race now. Not far to go. Is there going to be any more action? It looks like it's all spaced out a little bit. Obviously everybody's got the same horsepower, same weight of vehicle. So performances match, so it is just down to the driver. Dark Smoker unfortunately not left the pits. Definite retirement there. Don't know what prompted that. You can maybe give an interview in one of his videos after. So these two not missed a beat. Still hitting every apex. Still absolutely flying round. So got Richie. Richie obviously passed Ben. So I think from Ben's point of view, he had to try it, didn't he? You know, he was in fourth place. He was in a lonely fourth place. So it was, can I make these tyres go to the end and maybe pick up an extra position? Unfortunately, that hasn't worked. The quicker way around this is really obviously having a pit stop. Maybe the straighter courses without so many different speed corners, a no stop strategy might work for you. But yeah, difficult round here for these two. So it's definitely going to be a Ferrari 1, 2, 3. Unless of course somebody spins it, it's possible. But then it's still going to be a Ferrari 1, 2, 3. Here we go, not long left now. Is this going to be the last lap? 16 laps. There we go, final lap. So we'll just see them come across the line. So in first place we've got Mocken Weeks. Second we've got Nev. Third we've got Richie. Fourth we've got Ben. Got Burnt Fried, so Jordan in fifth. Just coming up now across the line. Got Evan in sixth. Martin in seventh. Baggy in eighth. Oh, bit of a handbrake turn. Alehead in ninth. Marshall coming in 10th. Probably a, you know, he was up there, wasn't he? He was up there. So he'll rue those two offs in the same corner. And then we've got Quick Ben in 11th, Mac Daddy in 12th. So Mac Daddy had an incident or fell off the track somewhere. And then Dark Smoker coming up in 13th. So next race is at Dragon Trail Seaside. I'll see you there.